If you seek greatness, let nothing stand between you and the win. Zero distraction. Zero doubt. Zero opposition.
Hello, Overclockers. Welcome. Oh, screw this. Where's EPIC when you need him?
There we go. Hello, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Welcome back to Epic Land. This is the Hardware Challenge. Let's hear it for the Hardware Challenge. Come on. There we go. There we go. My name is Cody Cast. I'm going to be your host, Extravagant Horde. I'm just here helping, basically. But these two are our kind of main talent of the hour. We have Andy.
Hello. Hello, Andy. Hello.
And we have Bex.
Yay!
Andy, we're going to start with you. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Experience around building a computer. What does it look like for you? You work from Overclockers, of course. You're from the team. I would hope good.
Yeah, so I've been there for like 9 years, so I know how to build 1 or 2 PCs. So
Yeah. I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
This was freshly built this morning in about 20 minutes in the dark over in the corner. So
By you?
yeah.
Right, that sounds like a head start, is what I'm hearing here. Bex, what about yourself?
None.
What sort of zero?
None.
Have you ever built a PC?
No.
Do you know what this is?
Yeah, that's RAM.
Fantastic. Well, there
I
we
know
go.
the
We're already halfway
parts,
there.
and I've put a power supply in once because mine blew up. But every single time there's a computer problem, it's immediately Discord. Help me, please.
Well, I'm not going to limit you if you do want to Google/Discord.
Oh, no.
You can't have a Linus Tech Tip video up. That is where I'm going to draw the line.
Oh.
But if you do want to ask questions, you're more than welcome to. You might be wondering what actually is going on. We've called it the Hardware Challenge, but we need to give you a bit of explanation. 45 minutes for Bex to be able to build all of this into that. That's called a PC, believe it or not. Andy has to rip his apart, which is already pre-built, and then build it again inside that 45 minutes. If Andy wins, unlucky for you, Bex, you will not be getting what we are calling Andy's secret surprise. Which
I don't know if I want that.
Yeah, no,
there
that's
is, it's an interesting, it's whether or not you want to win now, Bex, honestly. If Bex does win, she will be receiving the surprise. Moving very promptly on. So, Bex, before we get started, do you have any questions, any tips you'd like before you get started? Anything that's on your mind?
I'm just going to wing it.
You're going to wing it?
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough. Andy, would you give is there one tip that you would say into this you need to be doing, Bex? This is one thing that you need to make sure is done to a high level?
No.
Fantastic.
It's just, if it looks like it plugs in there, it probably plugs in there.
Okay.
There we go. All right, well, I'm not going to hold you guys back any further. Let's kick this off. So I'm going to give Bex at least a 30-second head start. That's what you're getting. That's all you're getting.
Thumb screws out.
But there we go. At least you can get the thumb screws. Well, I would hope you'd get the thumb screws out in 30 seconds. So let's kick this off then. Bex, go ahead. 30 seconds on the clock. Now, go. 45 minutes between these two to be able to build these machines. We aren't butchering new machines. Do not worry, by the way. This is a 4770K, so it's a few years old, but it is an i7. Yeah, I was about to say, it was studio that we've already dropped around. It's going well. Andy, it's been 30 seconds. Go for it.
Did you say this just swings open?
Yep.
There we go. Swing that. Fantastic. So one thing that's already tilting me, as you may already see, this is still on. which is, of course, the best part of building a computer, which is peeling off all of the stickies. That is, I'm seeing nods in the audience, so I'm glad I'm not the only one here who believes this. Are you already confused, Bex?
Do I need to like take this out to get the power supply in?
Nope. Well, I'm gonna.
Oh, slide it in.
I mean, you can slide it in. From my understanding, Bex,
Do I
there
wanna
is
start with this?
two. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do.
I don't like doing things wrong.
So there's nothing stopping you from laying it down and copying Andy to be able to put certain things in if
Do you know
wish.
what? I am blonde, so. you
I
need to cut
say
me
nothing.
some
I'm not
slack.
saying anything here.
Yeah, I can't say anything. I'm bald.
Does he put it that way? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just ignore the cables you've crushed under the computer. That's all good. So, Andy, I'm kind of going to try and work as a bit of a distraction.
Yep.
So, what really got you into PCs? Is there one element over the years that you thought, okay, this is where my love for PCs and PC building and PC gaming started?
To be fair, when I started working in overclockers, I already liked gaming and stuff like that.
Okay.
When I moved to overclockers,
Kind of force the issue.
yeah, it was part of the course. It was a steep learning curve because we were a really small department. So I had to start learning about things like cast timing on RAM and why that's important and all this. So for me, I was interested in building, and I could assemble or swap parts. Let's say I probably couldn't have built that glorious. I noticed some screws are already going missing. So yeah, things like that. It just fed the want, and eventually over time, you build your own PC, this, that, and the other, and then yeah, you kind of get to a certain point where the bug bites you.
Yeah.
And from that point, I'm not putting my screws in the middle of us anymore because Bex has her own.
Fair enough. It's
Yeah.
that's fair enough. She nabs yours already. Oh, thank you very much, Hayden. Much appreciated.
Perfect. My
Getting
tune.
Vanos vibes from 2012.
I think I'm using completely different screws here.
You've already used two different screws to swing in the motherboard. That's
Yeah.
right.
Potentially, if you've been taking the ones I've taken out, you've used PSU screws on the motherboard.
Have you been grabbing anything from this little box here of screws
Yeah.
to use?
Because
Okay,
there
well, that's
weren't
good.
anything in here.
Oh, that's
So
fine.
you know
then.
when I said look on the back of it, there's a motherboard, there's a bit on the back. 1 second, let's give you a hand and take your glass panel off. Before we need to clean
Legitimately thought you broke it for a second.
it. And that is...
I'd semi-expect you to Hulk it out.
Nope, screws are out.
There we go.
Saying good.
It's all good. It's all good, Bex. Do not worry. Right,
That out.
so... how
It's alright, it's just the rubber grommet for water cooling. There we go, she's out.
that was barbaric.
Yep.
That was... I feel
Now
like
let me just put those screws in that I don't have anymore.
Oh, he's starting again.
Steal his RAM.
That's
Quad
a good
channel.
idea.
Bex goes quad
Although
channel.
you can, I mean, you can put a PC. That's a fair point. Yeah, you have just. Yep.
How does this fit in?
How does that fit in? So
I don't want to fall.
Which bit is it that you're asking about?
the RAM. So there is
So
a
that it
very
only goes
distinct.
weight.
Yeah, there we go. There is a very distinct way of putting in RAM.
Look at my clips on my motherboard. Do yours look like that? Are they out?
Oh, that one doesn't go off.
Production. How long do you have left, by the way? Because Andy's already rebuilding this thing.
Shut up.
I mean, it's not bad. No, Bex, no, that's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all
I
good.
am
It's,
doing my best.
I understand. You have literally zero experience building a PC other than changing out a power
Well,
supply.
that's yours.
Let me give you a hand.
I didn't know they were in there.
I literally told you before.
I think I distinctly remember a conversation about all of your screws and his zip ties underneath
So there
there.
you go. Don't worry about that. Put that over there.
What would be funny is if you stealed all his stuff and put it in your PC. But I feel like
Can
we
I
kind
go
of
for two
passed that.
graphics cards?
Sure.
I mean, that just makes it easier for me. I'll just be running on integrated graphics.
It does make it significantly harder for you. Are you curious about where that goes?
I thought it went
You
like
may have
that.
to. Yep.
It does.
But then,
You're not incorrect.
oh my god, have I done it all the wrong way around?
No. If it looks like something's in the way,
Rip it out the way. Usually.
screwdriver
There we
it.
go.
Fiddlesticks. That's what we're going with.
That is the stream safe word, yes. At this point, I'd be saying a few more expletives, which we, for sponsorship reasons, will not be saying on broadcast. I got you, Intel, don't worry.
Right, so this is the bit.
Right, so That is a lot of screw. What the hell is this? I know it's a thumb screw, but that's massive. So Bex, you mentioned that obviously you changed out your power supply before because
Not
it.
by choice.
Not obviously not by choice. No, one really wants to do that by
PUBG blew
choice.
it up.
PUBG blew it up.
Yeah.
To be fair, the reason I upgraded my PC for the first time was PUBG because
I hate it.
I can't believe how old that game is now. I think it came out in 2015. It's ridiculous. That's exactly what you need to do, by the way. Yes, that's fine. I will give you that. Go for it. Wing it. Smash it in.
I'll
You
give
know
the
what?
hint for free. That's the
didn't-
last thing that you need to put in.
Yeah,
If you
100%.
put
That?
Yeah. If you get
That's
to the
the
point
power
where that's
supply?
no,
That
that's
is not
a
the
cooler.
power supply. That is a
That's
cooler.
the power supply.
That is a cooler.
That's the power supply.
That,
yeah.
Yes.
So
Wait, what?
This is the point. We've got one of these. If you beat me and this goes on, then we sanity check that your PC would boot.
Yes, 100%.
Things like RAM being in the wrong place, not that much of an issue. It will boot. It just won't run as nicely as it would if they were in the right slots. But if we both end up at the same point, then I think we'd have to go on the
I
nitty-gritty.
think you might be slightly ahead.
It's all right. Right, how many screws are you putting in your motherboard?
4?
Cool. Top corners. I'll go with 4 then.
No.
Just
8.
Just
12,
clock something.
That's fine.
24.
I'll do all 4 because my slots are already open. 24
What have
screws.
I
So you
done?
screwed through the motherboard in various places. I put more screws in than is required.
Do we
Right,
get-
Bex, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a hand here. In the nicest way possible, does that look like it's gonna fit through that swing hole?
This comes out, doesn't it?
Well, there's also 2 sides to a PC.
Did you see which way I did it?
No.
That's a shame.
There's a front side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I'm blonde. I'm going to keep using that excuse.
I'm so sorry if I'm coming across condescending.
No. I'm just stupid.
I wouldn't say stupid. No. To be fair, it does take some balls to try and build a PC, especially the first time, because yes.
First time live on stream, yes.
Well, first time live on stream as well. Yeah, you definitely got to take that into.
So Bex, where's my RAM? Have you done quad channel? Have you done all 4 in yours?
Yeah.
Gonna need that to be turned over soon.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That is what we call
Is this
cheating.
going... I'll just touch it.
Cheating?
I'll help you with that if you give me my RAM back.
That sounds like a fair trade, Bex. I'll take that. Say yes. Bex, say yes.
I'll help you with
Does
the
it not
PSU
go
if
through
you
the
give me
hole?
my RAM.
No. He will help you with this if you return his RAM. Say yes. Just say yes.
Do I need help with that?
Oh, it's up to you. If you don't need help with it, then yeah, by all means, don't give the RAM
I've
back.
got 3 cables to plug in and then the RAM.
Guess you'll have to wait then.
What are you thinking, Bex?
Sounds like I'm going to be plugging my cables in.
Fantastic. Well, I think that's fine. Can you post without RAM?
Nope.
Fantastic.
Does it go through here, or am I being really dumb?
Well, maybe if somebody would give me my RAM back, they'd get an answer.
You just download more
I
RAM.
can't. I need RAM to download more RAM. That's how RAM works.
Ah, the irony. I've run out of.
No, you've got 2 DIMMs in there. So the other RAM is not in your PC.
Where is the other RAM?
That's a phone, so it's not in the back pocket.
Nope. There's 2 hard drives here that I made a joke earlier. I was going to steal these and like, haha, where's your hard drives? Answer a question, but they found them. So yeah, it's
This
weird that
doesn't
we've
feel
lost
right
2
at all,
pieces
but
of
I'm
RAM.
gonna go with it.
Oh, you're breaking things, Andy. You mentioned earlier that was held in by 2 screws.
Yes. Which is now why I'm going to remove the fan grips so we can actually put it in with 4 screws.
Oh, well, that's good. There we go. At least it's going to be installed correctly. So
Oh,
there's
that's
obviously there's enough space here for you to be able to install that and then the RAM afterwards. Obviously, in a smaller build,
Yes.
that would usually be an issue.
Yeah, yes. Quite often it is
I need more hands than 2.
RAM and cooler can often.
You need more
not
hands
work.
than 2, do you just say, Bex?
Yeah, I did.
What's the issue?
Where's Bex sitting?
If you can,
Just so I can go and get her.
I want to screw this.
what, just rip a PC apart and steal the RAM?
Pretty much.
So
the RAM?
there's a big conversation about whether or not you should put your power supply upside down or the other way around. But this is absolutely fine. This will work. That's perfectly fine.
That's great.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
So
the
good.
writing's
No, you
upside
can
down.
screw it in. No, screw it in. No, don't bother.
No.
No, it's fine. You can run it like this. People run it like this. Because the fan now comes out the bottom, which means it gets intake.
Genius.
I don't have RAM. I have no clue what you're talking about. There is nothing here. I don't even have a quick fire question to be able to give you, so yeah, you can have the RAM. Long story short, I found that on the floor.
Oh, okay.
It was, so Beck's RAM was on the floor.
So you'll need some of those cables.
Yes.
Just gonna put them all through.
Otherwise, it wouldn't turn on. So you need your power cable at least.
I don't think it's gonna turn on.
I would hardly recommend screwing
where are your
in the
power
power
supply
supply first.
Where are the
All
cables?
through the hole.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Ah, this is what I needed 2 hands for.
Tell
3
me,
hands.
okay, I'm not going to do it of my own volition. Tell me where to put these, and I will do it.
I just
What do you need?
to hold this.
I just need to hold the.
So I can actually get it
It's,
in
it's
the hole.
Oh, I'm caught on my radio.
Up a bit. Up a bit.
Damn on.
Up a bit.
Up a bit. Oh, me. Sorry.
Yep, that's you. Is that the hole?
I thought you. I weirdly thought you were talking to the screwdriver. Yeah, no, that's what I was confused about.
That looks like
Oh, it's on there.
I mean, a screw's a screw, I think, at this point.
Yeah, no. So these ones are better for PSUs because they've got like
They're-
fatter end
yeah,
to
yeah.
kind of washers built on. So there's that
I
one,
think I messed
that
up.
one.
You messed up. Have you put a screw in? If
The wrong place.
well, that's fine. If it's attached to the PSU, I think we'll take that as a bit
yeah,
of a dub
but
right now,
it
Bex.
wasn't going to fit in the other. It wasn't going to fit down here.
Left a bit or right a bit? Where am I going?
Forwards.
Forwards a bit. What do you mean forwards? It can't go through the.
There we go.
How you doing, Tom? You good? Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I've somehow been roped into.
I'm not allowed to be stressed. You're doing nothing.
Huh? Oh, it's second-hand stress bets.
Like
That'll do.
that'll do.
I'll allow that as apparently the adjudicator of this event now. So what are the cable situations? To be fair, that's fine.
Did you screw that in?
No. Wait, did you?
This?
Yes. No, it's in.
The graphics card, yeah.
There is an opportunity for you to be able to beat him here if you speed run these cables.
Okay.
I was wondering why there's such a gap here. It's in
Yeah,
the
check out the right.
lower PCIe slot.
Okay, 24 pin is in. It's the biggest air quotes ever.
The way to
Push
test
hard.
that is just give it a tug. If it comes back out, it wasn't
Oh
clipped
yeah,
in
just
properly.
pull it. Just pull it back, and then you'll see whether or not. Yeah, no, that's in. That counts. A little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah.
Never hurt anyone.
Do I need?
Well, as we saw earlier, sometimes it does.
True.
When there's a little bit too much wiggle room.
What are you looking for right now, Bex? What are you trying to plug in?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I'm
Fair
looking
enough.
for things that match.
So there's one
Right.
that says VGA. VGA is another word for graphics card. Basically, it's an acronym for graphics card. So that one's that. CPU is
CPU.
just up here.
Yeah.
So
So there is an argument to thread that cable all the way up the back, up through the top, and it's there.
Yep.
But if you know what you're doing,
I'm
but
not going for cable match.
that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine.
the worst thing is when you're doing a really
You do have missing
tight build.
pins, so yes, I would say it does. Not that one.
No, so you may
no,
need to
it was that
take
way.
that back out.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Don't sabotage me.
No, look. So you've got
To be
these
fair,
pins that sit on
she
the
has,
inside.
She has just forced it in. It
Oh, okay. I was going to say, so they sit like that.
Did I break it?
No.
Cool.
Actually, I'm not going to go out on a limb and say you haven't broken it.
Yeah, so yeah, give you a hand. So
Okay, maybe she
with
has
these
broken
ones,
It's all
So-
good.
It was your direction.
That is
by
fair,
the
that is
way.
fair.
got a step like that.
Yeah, and then make it. To
Yeah, hold it on,
a bigger
and
one.
then yeah, it's normally easy to get that one in first, and then do your smaller one.
Oh, keep it.
I've just seen a graphics card do this while plugged in,
Yeah,
and
heavier
my
cards
heart
will.
has never fluttered more. I
Right.
hated that. That is a SATA cable, which is plugged into things which require a SATA connector, like the hard drives. You do not have any hard drives in there, so do not worry about it.
That's fine. I'll use the screwdriver.
God damn it! Why is there a third screwdriver? There is nothing I can do to be able to. Yeah, fair enough. You bested me here.
Things.
Apparently not good enough production. I just got told it was a good try. It wasn't good enough. There was a third screwdriver, which has also now been nabbed.
I'll just go get my duct tape.
God damn it. See, it does make sense that you guys would be here with multiple different tools for an event. What are you struggling with, Bex? You're looking for the CPU hole.
Is it that?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't find anything that fits that though.
I'm respectfully read the cable you just had in your hand.
Oh,
What is it? Could you tell the
sticks.
audience what the?
Is that quite a struggle to get it up?
It might be.
Into the corner.
I mean, there's a world in which it fits, but it does then impede on the
No, I've seen it.
power
done.
supply.
it fits.
If-
Not the power
if it's
supply,
in, it's
the,
in. Yeah, the screw's not in the corner, so it's going to keep flopping around.
Yeah,
Oh wait, is it not? Oh. Bex, do you remember how many screws you put in onto the motherboard?
4?
Oh, okay.
In the corners?
Yeah. Maybe.
Are you
Not-
sure
not
about
that corner.
You know, the other 4 corners on a
Yeah.
square. The rectangle.
The other ones.
They don't look like
So RAM is probably one of the scarier things to put in, purely because you just need to brute force it 9 times out of 10.
no thanks.
Is it the right way around?
No.
Ah. I don't know how you even got them to click.
Also put them in. Normally they go in with colour, colour. So you normally go like 1 miss, 1.
So
Sometimes the manual will disagree with that, but
you saying that obviously
There
it's best to
That's
use
it.
the second channel.
Right. There
you go.
Is there a technical reason behind using the second channel for RAM? Well, it just gives you dual memory, doesn't it?
yeah. So it just is it's happier like that. So it runs a bit quick. In a really thing.
It
Yes,
likes
there is
doing
a
that.
proper technical answer to it, but it's just yes. Then it can run in what's called dual channel. Otherwise, it doesn't quite run as happy as it would in that. And then you get into the arguments of like quad channel and such and such and such and such. We do audio. Or that
Would
one might
you-
be USB 2. What time are we?
This is the only piece of help I'm going to be giving you from now on. It is a light for this bit because the cable you're trying to plug in is a pain in the ass.
There are so many pins.
There is a lot of pins down there. That is usually the bit of a pain. See, the good thing about these cases, I don't know who makes this case. It's
MSI.
good. Oh, it's an MSI case. Fantastic. They are also here.
They are.
Hello, MSI. Nice to meet you. It has great grommeted channels for the cables, so you can like channel it through if you really want to go kind of nuts on the cable management. So, Bex, what are you struggling with right now? What's the bit we're kind of stuck with?
I don't know what goes where.
Don't know what. Okay,
Right.
fair enough.
So the easy, light down. So you're after audio.
Oh, isn't that the one I
So-
just had?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So you move those out of the way.
Oh, this
Oh,
one.
then.
Yeah. So the better way of doing it is flip it upside down and look at the header.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This way. There you go.
Yeah.
So now you need to find a pin layout. that's
Competition's
like
go out
that.
the window.
So like this.
They're just
with
building
a pin
PCs,
missing in that
which is
place.
absolutely fine.
Give you a hint. It's there. There you go.
What you got left, Andy?
Probably nothing.
You got just the cooler.
Yeah.
Just the okay.
Yeah. I mean, if we want to go down the route of putting in SSDs, I suppose we could put an SSD in.
Well, we do have some drives.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to force you to do that,
Yep,
as a matter
that's
of
fine.
fact, for something else to do.
Yep.
Something tells me this isn't going to take 15 minutes.
I mean, we could make it 15 minutes.
Is this mine?
Go on. It's whoever gets there first.
Yes.
So yes.
The rest of the rig does have to be in a point of working. Like you couldn't just put it on the
drunk, my
motherboard and go, "Yep, that'll do."
So that's plugged in.
I
You don't need
don't
this.
need that, and I don't
I mean,
need
you do, but you don't.
this one.
What is the you do what you don't?
USB.
No, you don't really need USB.
I have.
You would, however,
No
need
idea.
a cable that goes from on top of the case for the power switch into the motherboard.
Yes. Oh, you will. Crap.
Yep.
Oh, is that this? No.
They're normally very long, stringy, thin cables,
Oh, is it this?
and they're on a big loom, and they will be labelled, and your motherboard should have little
Uh,
markers and writing
Is
on
that a part of the cables that you crushed earlier when you fit the PC?
it. It's fine.
It's all good. They are surprisingly durable, these things. You do think the first time you're building them, I am just smashing 700, 800 pounds together and hoping for the best.
I've got a
And
thin
that's
one.
just a GPU. I have no idea what this cable is. That doesn't even look like a cable.
That is an RGB header.
It's an
Oh.
RGB
This
header.
is so old that won't exist on these motherboards.
Fair enough.
So don't worry about that.
Get rid.
But yes, in modern motherboards, yes, you would put that on there,
Should we
and
lift
then
it up,
the
see if we can
motherboard software would control the RGB of the case.
Anything else?
Or maybe turn it around. Just because it's going to be taken in the.
Fair point. Ah, yes, it could very well be sashayed underneath.
Oh, for goodness sake, they're all tied up.
What?
It'll be this one.
Oh, that was the other SSD. that I,
Is it the
funnily
one
enough,
that's
do not need.
cable tied?
Is it an SSD?
SSHD,
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah, that computer. SSHD.
It looks like an SSD 2.5.
Yeah.
One of those, I believe, should work. Oh, actually. Is that it? No, that's
So
the fan controller.
that SATA is for the fan controller.
Yeah.
So you don't need to so much worry about that because we're not putting more fans in. You can connect it if you'd like, but it's not necessary for this.
We have located the missing cable,
Which one was it?
which should dub the front
Okay, front I/O.
which is historically the biggest pain in the arse to plug in.
Yeah, especially when they're not labelled.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Cool. Right.
Where are you going, sir?
I don't like the fact the back panel's going on right now.
Yeah, I can.
It's pretty close, isn't it?
I mean, I was more thinking, oh, did I put the backplate for the cooler on? But it doesn't come off. It's already in there. Has Bex
Fair
already
enough.
got hers? Her backplate's on.
That's a very good question, actually.
No. We'll
No.
sort that. Actually,
What are you looking for,
we
Bex?
won't need to. We'll leave it to
You're
that
looking for
point
where those plug in?
we can just go on.
So these would plug in.
Power reset. Power. Something.
Let me just go see a man about a backplate for the cooler
Where?
for it.
And his water. He's had enough.
I'm going to go
We
get a
have no
backplate
help
for a cooler.
now.
This is where they take my PC. No taking my PC and
Huh?
claiming that that's yours.
I don't know what you're.
I'm already on my way back.
Don't worry about it. Don't. Just. It's all good.
That's fine.
It's all good. Are you really going to take her around?
Yeah, I mean, if you're taking my RAM, then
That's fine.
that's fine. I'll take the
Oh.
CPU.
No, don't take the. Okay, fine,
I've done
fine.
nothing
The CPU
here.
goes back.
I
The
am the
CPU
innocent
goes-
party.
Okay, the CPU's gone back.
Tell me where this goes.
We are not going to make you
Which
put
one
the
is it?
CPU back in.
Yes,
Many
so
times.
it's more than likely just down here. Without craning and potentially headbutting you. Sorry, I realise I'm in the way of the
No,
camera
no,
as
no,
well,
no.
aren't
We
I?
have a second shot.
Ooh.
See?
Angles.
Professional. That's what it is.
Oh, it is.
Yes,
it
so there is a tiny little diagram on there.
There's actually a diagram. Oh, there
Yeah.
isn't there? It's really, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like CPU this, that. and the other.
Usually, I'll do that. It's fine.
It's alright.
It's all good.
So I don't know where the backplate is for the coolers, but it will be a case of...
Is it on yours? Is that the issue?
No, so there is a second one, but it's a case of if Bex goes like this, and it would work.
Fair enough.
In theory, we can test that, but I think John doesn't want us to explode the building.
No, that does make sense. There's
Yeah.
already a lot of power running through this building right now.
Yeah.
If you somehow don't know what's going on behind the scenes, firstly, how have you found this stream? Secondly, a LAN, multiple esports events, multiple people having fun, coming together in a big old centre, being the Kettering Conference Centre. Yeah, there is so many people here having an amazing time. A weekend, and well, we're basically day 1.5. All of the main events when it comes down to esports is kicked off today. And yeah, some people are having a good time, some people not as fortuitous as they would have liked in esports. But that is kind of just the kind of the way it lies. Some teams are going to do good, some teams are going to do bad.
That was sneaky.
Speaking about doing, okay, he spotted I unplugged the GPU. There was a world in which that goes amiss and it never gets spotted, but how's it going, Bex?
Fiddly.
Do you need light?
It just won't go in.
It's very fiddly, incredibly fiddly. Oh, I'm taking that off. Oh. There was a peely on the front of the RAM, it's mine.
Am I doing this all?
Oh, something's unplugging. What are we changing here, Andy? What are we checking?
Nothing, I'm just checking things. Yeah, the cable
Is that your-
voice. No, the connector for the RGB hub, but yeah, there's no RGB, obviously.
Ah,
I mean, it's powered, so it'd still light up, but... I mean,
if it was powered.
it's more power up than it would be, but let's not say that's true. Obviously, with a bit of thermal paste and that slapped on, and
Yep.
just pushing it down.
100%.
Suffice.
Ah,
The thermal paste is just there.
send help.
Speaking of thermal paste, we do send help. What's happened, Bex?
I got attached to the cage.
You've been okay.
It's this side I don't think is right, but I have no
You
idea
know
what's
what?
going on.
I'm going to say that counts.
Oh,
And it looks like the power one's plugged in, and realistically, that's the main one. So, is there anything else we are missing cable-wise? I don't think so.
this bad boy.
If I was you, I'd steal it before he touches it. There we go. Where would that go?
What a fight! Whoa!
Confident about that?
Where are you putting this? Is that the only thing you need?
You've not got a bad play, so don't worry.
You would need this, but
Yeah, don't worry
you
about it.
cannot do it. Simply because we're missing one component from the PC, which is
Yeah.
fine, but I would put that on very quickly.
I mean, there's one missing thing about putting that on.
Oh,
There's also still one missing thing. Oh my god. Thermal paste.
the forbidden snack.
No, don't eat thermal paste. This is an Epic Land, this is a me thing. Do
tell you
not
now,
eat thermal
No
paste.
matter how hard you
How
push
much
that,
do
it's
I
not going to come
need?
out.
It's forbidden. That's not going to come out.
Oh,
There was a lid on it.
Just careful, yeah.
That
If
is
you've-
very,
if you've
very
pushed
messy.
it, there'll be some pressure.
how much do I need?
That's
About the size of your fingernail, that's it. So it's about a pea.
In the middle.
Yeah, go nuts.
As middle as you can get it.
Go nuts. If you certain internet personalities draw an X and they're wrong.
There you
Jesus, that is a massive P.
X
But
is fine.
X
Gonna
is
be-
fine.
Doesn't
It's
really
going to be
matter.
really stuck.
That's fine. That's what you need. Jam it.
Now
Just jam it on.
do it the right
Which-
way up. Do it the right
that-
way up so you can read it. There you go.
that-
Nope.
Yep. You want to be able to read the Be Quiet logo on the front.
I read upside
Slam
down.
it. You read upside down. Well, that would explain some things.
Ah, it's squidgy.
It's squidgy. I would hope it's squidgy. It is thermal compound.
I mean, the thing is, there's also a fan that should go on it, just to, add that into the mix. Now it's got thermal paste all over it.
Probably should
We'll
have done
skip
that
that.
beforehand, shouldn't we? As potentially one of the adjudicators, as a matter of fact, we are going to grab someone. Steve. No?
Oh,
He doesn't want to
Brilliant.
be included. Please come here. Reaper Steve, everybody. He's usually on this side of the field.
Absolutely not liked in any way.
No, not mic'd at all. So I'm gonna. Well, here you go. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. This is now a handheld mic. It's definitely not meant to be plugged in. Hello, Steve. How are you?
I'm being told to stop. Hello?
Oh.
stop.
I think we're getting handed a handheld mic instead.
Let me see if I can get a handheld.
That's a good idea. Hey, we are bringing one
Less
round.
daunting than
Do
you
not
thought.
worry.
No.
So
More daunting.
we
Yes.
are very, very close. Thank you very much, Hayden.
Come on, Hayden. What am I doing?
Brilliant. What are you doing?
Thank you very much. Thank you, Hayden.
You're adjudicating this PC. So, of course, Mike isn't on as no, they're sorting it out for you. It's all good. It's all good. So, of course, for anyone just joining us, and for Steve, who definitely hasn't been watching in the audience for the last 30 minutes, we have two PCs here, both built.
Sort of PCs.
Well,
Yes.
sort of PCs.
Yeah.
They're missing front panels, but that's
Bits
all
and
good.
pieces. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I need a judge. So this PC is unnamed. I'm not going to
Okay.
tell you who built this one. I'm not going to
Right.
tell you who built this one. Please tell me which one is better.
So this one's.
are there
Was there a
things-
CPU cooler included in these
Huh?
PCs?
Well, if there is on one of them and there isn't on another one, then that sounds like an issue for someone who hasn't got
That
CPU
does.
cooling.
That does indeed.
So what's missing in this one?
CPU cooler.
Okay, anything else?
No RAM's there, so that's fine.
Yep.
Power supply is here as well.
Yep.
CPU is in.
Yep.
It's got a fan in as well.
It does have a fan.
Uh,
Hard drives are in as well, but we're not counting
yeah,
those. Don't
well,
ignore
yes,
hard
yeah,
drives.
yeah,
Ignore
yeah. That one looks pretty good, to be honest with you.
Looks good. And now this PC.
Oh, and graphics card, obviously.
oh,
yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Well, it's not a PC without a graphics card.
No, exactly.
And this
Graphics
is,
card,
someone
CPU
else's.
cooler,
There's a CPU cooler.
CPU
and
underneath.
I would like for the record to show there is the forbidden taffy, which we've been informed.
We
to
didn't
not
use
eat.
mayonnaise on this one, did
No,
we?
not this one. No, that
No.
was last epic.
2 RAM sticks, which is fine.
Yep.
GPU, power supply, and hard drive, obviously.
Hard drive, obviously.
Fan as well in the front and back. This one's more built,
That one's more built.
I feel.
You feel like this one's more built.
More built.
I feel like you might be correct. Andy, you have lost your challenge. Bex, congratulations.
Oh, well done. Well done indeed.
There is
Incredible.
clearly
I'm gonna
no
go this
favour.
side
Thank you very
of
much,
you.
Steve. I will
No,
catch
no
you-
worries, no
I will
problem.
catch you later.
Break now.
Yes, you can chill out. We are going to not refute anything. There was no helping in ways that shouldn't have been helped. This was very well.
Very
so-
fair and square, I think.
I think it's very fair and square. In all honesty, though, obviously there was a bit of help here and there, Bex. How did you feel building the PC? Was it harder than you thought? Was it easier than you thought? Do you feel like it gets easier with time? What were your thoughts?
Easier than I thought.
Yeah.
Because, as you said, if it looks like it fits, it probably fits.
Yep.
And it helped that
Things
a
were
lot of the
labelled.
cables are actually labelled.
Yep.
But it wasn't too bad.
Very nice.
Wasn't too bad.
Andy, how are you going to face your colleagues? after losing this challenge? Of course.
We still wear a remote, so it's fine.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, even better, so you're not going to have to face a colleague,
No,
is what I'm
exactly.
hearing. Brilliant. Well, with that in mind, Andy, you have lost. Commiserations, but that does mean that the special Andy surprise is now yours, Bex. I have no clue what this is, just to be clear.
It's the PC you built. You can take it away.
Oh.
Well done.
Well, there we go. You now have a PC. Congratulations, Bex.
I mean, can't say that cooler's going to stay on much longer, but
No, we should probably.
Don't worry.
Can we build it properly?
I thought you did build it properly. Wait, if that's not built properly,
Wait, no,
mine
it is.
is.
Yeah, sorry.
Well,
it is,
no,
yeah.
for the,
I've got more parts.
Well, is that how
That's
it works?
debatable.
If you just put all of the parts
Put it
in
in
the
the
case,
case.
there you go. That's fine.
Yeah,
that works. That's
it'll
built.
probably be fine.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you very much, Andy. That's
Yeah,
great.
no, we'll sort you out something properly. Don't worry.
There we go.
Thanks.
Awesome. That's actually really cool. I don't know where
really
to go
cool.
from this now.
Ah.
Andy, so obviously you mentioned you've been with Overclockers and the guys for quite a while now.
Yep.
Yeah, just for anyone who doesn't know Overclockers, which is got to be very few people inside the UK and especially probably internationally as well. What's the main JIP? What are Overclockers? Give us a rundown.
I mean, we kind of do everything from cables to crazy systems. So it's one of those where it's like if you're shopping for new parts, new systems, chairs, peripherals, anything like that, it's kind of our bag. That's what we do.
Yep.
Even now to the point where we started offering it, so I may as well talk about it. So if you've got a gaming chair and you want like your esports name or some design on the back, we actually now do UV printed chairs, so you can have a one-of-a-kind chair just for you. So that's kind of what we're known for, doing crazy stuff like that. And hopefully next Epic Land will actually be able to bring a few more tricked out systems.
Well, you might have,
Including Bex's.
You might have, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Well, the tricked out system of
Exactly.
Bex is going to be, you're going to be top frag on every single game. So, Bex, what is the go-to for gaming yourself? Obviously, you mentioned about PUBG earlier on. What's the main thing that you are chucking it in on?
Well,
Is it a long list or?
well, my friend group kind of go through phases. So we were on a Hell Let Loose phase,
Very nice.
Overwatch phase, and now with Overwatch 2, that will probably come back.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Siege.
What's your favourite game?
Overwatch is probably my favourite game.
Yeah.
Dead game. But yeah.
To be fair, when Overwatch first came out, it was a force to
Oh,
be
I loved
reckoned
it,
with.
yeah.
That summer was amazing. I won't talk about the rest of the life cycle of Overwatch, but the summer it released was great.
Overwatch 2 looks good though.
Overwatch 2 does just look like Overwatch. Anyway,
You get to push a robot.
before we get political, guys, thank you very much for watching. Bex, thank you very much for tuning in and joining us and winning, beating out an experienced
I know.
PC builder, and Andy, commiserations,
wrecked.
and unlucky in your next meeting, I suppose.
Dignified win.
Oh, of course, of
Dignified
course.
win, saying get wrecked.
Before we leave, Andy, there is one thing you need to do.
Yep.
It is, it
Good old
sounds
peel.
good. It's, what have you just done?
There we go. Enjoy
you
your peel, everyone.
absolute monster.
I feel sick.
Yep.
On that bombshell, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, Overclockers. Welcome. Oh, screw this. Where's EPIC when you need him?